Hello everybody, welcome to Fluhr Fandom. My name is Tristan, and today we're doing something a little bit different here on the channel. We are doing if Harry Potter characters were in the Hunger Games. So we're on a website called brantsteel.net. They have a Hunger Games simulator, and you can put in whatever characters you want. So I decided, what if Harry Potter characters were in this? So I decided to put Harry Potter characters in it, and here we have our group of 36 characters. So in District 1 we have Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, and Hermione Granger. In District 2 we have Neville Longbottom, Ginny Weasley, and Dean Thomas. In District 3 we have Fred Weasley, George Weasley, and Seamus Finnegan. In District 4 we have Luna Lovegood, Michael Corner, and Cho Chang. In District 5 we have Terry Boot, Marietta Edgecombe, and Penelope Clearwater. In District 6, we have Parvati Patil, Padma Patil, and Lisa Turpin. In District number 7, we have Draco Malfoy, Crabbe, and Goyle. In District 8, we have Pansy Parkinson, Millicent Bulstrode, and Blaise Zabini. In District 9, we have Graham Montague, Marcus Flint, and Daphne Greengrass. In District 10, we have Ernie Macmillan, Cedric Diggory, and Susan Bones. In District 11, we have Justin Finch Fletchley, Diego Kaplan, and Irene Delholme. And in District 12, we have Severus Snape, Rubeus Hagrid, and Minerva McGonagall. So there are our districts. So we pretty much have 3 districts of every single house, with the exception of Hufflepuff, just because there aren't a ton of Hufflepuffs. And in District 12, we have 3 teachers, Snape, Hagrid, and McGonagall, just because I think it would be fun to have those 3 teachers in it. So let's go ahead and get into this one. So let's proceed. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Padma Patil runs away from the cornucopia. Cho Chang grabs a backpack and retreats. Penelope Clearwater, Parvati Patil, and Gregory Goyle work together and get as many supplies as possible. Cedric Diggory and Luna Lovegood fight for a bag. Luna Lovegood gives up and retreats. Cedric must have heard her talking about Crumplehorn Snortkick and must have ran away. Susan Bones run away from the cornucopia. Terry Boot runs away from the cornucopia. Harry Potter, Ginny Weasley both run away from the cornucopia. Hermione, Fred, Diego, and Severus Snape share everything they've gathered before running. That's interesting. Vincent Crabbe runs away. Neville Longbottom finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Good for Neville. Hagrid and Turpin fight for a bag. Turpin gives up and retreats. Yeah, I would too. Hagrid is massive. Daphne Greengrass rips a mace out of Ernie Macmillan's hands. Millicent Bulstrode finds a bag full of explosives. Seamus Finnegan rips a mace out of Ron Weasley's hands. Michael Corner and Justin Finch Fletchley fight for a bag. Justin Finch Fletchley strangles Michael Corner with a strap and runs. I think that's our first kill. Justin Finch Fletchley is our first kill on Michael Corner. Man, he's out real quick. Blaise Zabini grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Pansy Parkinson runs away. Irene, Marietta, and George work together to get as many supplies as possible. Marcus Flint receives a trident from inside. Dean and Draco run away. Minerva McGonagall runs away. And Graham Montague runs away with a lighter and some rope. So let's proceed. So day 1. Marcus Flint travels to higher ground. Goyle sprains his ankle while running away from Hermione. Irene, Denholm, Severus Snape, and Vincent Crabbe hunt for other tributes. Draco Malfoy travels to higher ground. Blaise Zabini hunts for other tributes. Justin Finch Fletchley searches for a water source. Diego Kaplan diverts Graham Montague's attention and runs away. Millicent Bulstrode and Minerva McGonagall work together from the day. That's a real interesting pairing. Terry Boot decides to spearfish with a trident. Seamus Finnegan receives medical supplies. Susan Bones diverts Marietta Edgecombe. Ginny Weasley receives clean water. Luna Lovegood tries to sleep. Lisa Turpin searches for water. Daphne Greengrass receives an explosive. Cho Chang pushes Padma Patil off a cliff during a knife fight. Wow, Cho Chang already. Wow, how about that? Harry Potter receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Penelope Clearwater tries to spearfish without a trident. George makes a slingshot. Pansy overhears Dean and Cedric talking in the distance. Ron poisons Parvati Patil's drink. She drinks it and dies. Oh, wow, Ron already with a kill. Hagrid hunts for other tributes. Ernie searches for firewood, Neville tries to spearfish, and Fred Weasley questions his sanity. So 3 cannon shots can be heard at a distance. So Michael Corner, Padma Patil, and Parvati Patil are all dead. Okay, so Ginny Weasley loses sight of where she is. Luna Lovegood thinks about home. Marcus Flint goes to sleep. Graham Montague receives a hatchet. Justin Finch Fletchley shoots an arrow at Severus Snape, but misses and kills Gregory Goyle instead. Goyle is already gone. Wow. Lisa Turpin receives an explosive. Draco Malfoy tries to treat an infection. George Weasley is awoken by nightmares. No, Hermione attempts to climb a tree but falls to her death. Oh my goodness. Wow, Hermione's out early. Irene Denholm loses sight of where she is. Susan Bones climbs a tree to rest. Millicent Bulstrode, Blaise Zabini, and Terry Boot discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Harry Potter defeats Diego Kaplan in a fight, but spares his life. That definitely seems like something Harry would do. Ron repeatedly stabs Daphne Greenglass to death with a scythe. Oh my goodness. Ron already 2 kills. Holy cow. Hagrid screams for help. Dean Thomas, Fred Weasley, Seamus Finnegan, Pansy Parkinson, and Vincent Crabbe sleep in shifts. Neville, Cho, Professor McGonagall, Ernie, and Penelope Clearwater all sleep in shifts. Mariette Edgecombe looks at the night sky, and Cedric Diggory passes out from exhaustion. Does that mean he's dead too? We'll see. Nope, he's not. So Vincent Crabbe steals from Diego Kaplan when he isn't looking. Ginny scares Cedric Diggory off. Marcus Flint thinks about home. Luna questions her sanity. I think we all question Luna's sanity. Ernie Macmillan strangles Pansy Parkinson after engaging in a fist fight. Wow, props to Ernie Macmillan there. Montague overhears Cho Chang and Marietta talking in the distance. Justin Finch Fletchley receives medical supplies. Dean tries to sleep throughout the entire day. Lisa searches for a water source. Fred makes a slingshot. Susan Bones picks flowers. Harry goes hunting, probably with that hatchet he just got. George Weasley ambushes Draco and kills him. Wow, George already taking a kill. Oh, Millicent Bulstrode kills Neville Longbottom with his own. Oh, if that's not the most Neville Longbottom thing ever. Oh, poor Neville. Terry Boot searches for firewood. Seamus Finnegan tries to sleep. Snape and Zabini track down and kill Irene Denholm. Wow. A lot of deaths so far today. McGonagall questions her sanity. Ron Weasley constructs a shack. At least he's not doing any of the killing. Penelope Clearwater injures herself. Rubius Hagrid sees smoke in the distance but decides not to investigate. So 7 people are already gone. Goyle, Hermione Granger, Daphne Greengrass, Pansy Parkinson, Draco Malfoy, Neville Longbottom, and Irene Denholm. So on night 2, Susan Bones cries herself to sleep. Ron Weasley thinks about home. Wonder if his shack looks anything like the Burrow. Severus Snape forces Luna Lovegood to kill Crabbe or George Weasley. She refuses to kill, so Severus Snape kills her instead. Oh, wow. Wow. Snape already on. He has 2 kills so far. Ernie Macmillan dies from hunger. Wow, that's anticlimactic. Ernie had a good run. He killed Pansy Parkinson, and then he goes out dying from hunger. Wow, that's really anticlimactic. Marietta Edgecombe, Cedric Diggory, and Justin Finch Fletchley cheerfully sing songs together. Harry, Millicent Bulstrode, Dean Thomas, Diego Kaplan, and Lisa Turpin sleep in shifts. That's an interesting group. Graham Montague lets Penelope Clearwater into his shelter. Fred Weasley and Seamus Finnegan run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Terry Boot tries to sing himself to sleep. Blaise Zabini fends Cho Chang, Marcus Flint, and Minerva McGonagall away from his fire, and Ginny Weasley tends to Hagrid's wounds. Seamus Finnegan tries to spearfish with a trident. Dean Thomas, Snape, Ron Weasley, and Vincent Crabbe hunt for other tributes. Cho Chang chases Minerva McGonagall. That's fun. Fred Weasley discovers a cave. Millicent Bulstrode, Lisa Turpin, and George Weasley hunt for other tributes. Susan Bones, Marcus Flint, Cedric Diggory, and Penelope Clearwater hunt for other tributes. Blaise Zabini begs for Marietta to kill him. She refuses, keeping Blaise alive. Diego Kaplan tries to spearfish with a trident. Justin Finch-Fletchley tends to Harry Potter's wounds. Ginny Weasley attacks Graham Montague, but he manages to escape. Terry Boot diverts Rubeus Hagrid's attention and runs away. Oh, wolf mutts are loose in the arena. Mariette Edgecombe eaten by wolf mutts. So, Ginny Weasley survives, Susan Bones survives, Seamus Finnegan survives, Ron Weasley survives, Cho Chang knocks Professor McGonagall out and leaves her for the wolf mutts. Oh my goodness. Poor Professor McGonagall. Terry Boot survives. George Weasley and Millicent Bulstrode fight. A pack of wolf mutts show up and kill them both. Wow. Dean Thomas crushed by a pack of wolf mutts. Marcus Flinch, Fred Weasley survived. Diego Kaplan knocks Penelope Clearwater out and leaves her for the wolf mutts. Justin Finch-Fletchley survives. Vincent Crabbe survives. Cedric Diggory survives. Harry Potter survives. Snape survives. Lisa Turpin and Rubeus Hagrid fight, and a pack of wolf mutts show up and kill them both, and Blaise Zabini pushes Graham Montague into a pack of wolf mutts. What? So many deaths. Alright, 11 people. Okay, let's see. So, Luna Lovegood, Ernie Macmillan, Marietta, Professor McGonagall, George Weasley, Millicent Bulstrode, Dean Thomas, Penelope Clearwater, Lisa Turpin, Rubeus Hagrid, and Graham Montague are all out. So, let's see who's left. So, Harry is alive, Ron is alive, Ginny is alive, Fred is alive, Seamus is alive, Cho is alive, Terry Boot is alive, Crabbe is alive, Blaise Zabini is alive, Marcus Flint is alive, Cedric Diggory is alive, Susan Bones is alive, Justin Finch-Fletchley is alive, Diego Kaplan is alive, and Severus Snape is alive. Cedric Diggory, Vincent Crabbe, and Cho Chang cheerfully sing songs together. Marcus Flint, Terry Boot, and Fred Weasley sleep in shifts. I don't think anyone dies today. Yes, that's a good one. Seamus Finnegan loses sight of where he is. Susan Bones, Diego Kaplan, Justin Finch-Fletchley, and Severus Snape sleep in shifts. And Blaise Zabini fends Harry Potter, Ginny Weasley, and Ron away from his fire. So Vincent Crabbe practices his archery. Diego Kaplan makes a slingshot. Severus Snape is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Harry, Terry Boot, Seamus Finnegan, Cho Chang, and Fred Weasley hunt for other tributes. Oh my goodness. Susan Bones decapitates Ron Weasley with a sword. Poor Ron. Ginny runs away from Blaise Zabini. Cedric Diggory kills Justin Finch-Fletchley for his supplies, and Marcus Flint receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. So that means Ron and Justin Finch-Fletchley are dead. Wow. So at night 4, Snape looks at the night sky. Cho Chang, Blaise Zabini, and Marcus Flint start fighting, but Blaise runs away as Cho Chang kills Marcus Flint. Crabbe is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Seamus Finnegan is woken by nightmares. Diego Kaplan convinces Susan Bones to snuggle with... Oh, that's disgusting. Cedric Diggory stays awake all night. Terry Boot tends to his wounds. Harry sees a fire but stays hidden. Fred and Ginny sleep in shifts. So the cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, and memoirs from the tributes' families. Fred Weasley decides not to go to the feast. Cedric doesn't go. Ginny and Snape get into a fight over raw meat, but Severus gives up and runs away. Wonder if Ginny probably put a bad bogey hex on him. Cho stuffs a bundle of dry clothing into a backpack before sprinting away. Blaise decides not to go to the feast. Terry decides not to go to the feast. Susan Bones decides not to go to the feast. Harry pushes Seamus Finnegan off a cliff during a knife fight. Wow, Seamus must have said something, must have called Harry he was crazy again. Because, wow. Crabbe and Diego Kaplan decide to work together to get more supplies. Day 5, Cedric Diggory runs away from Severus Snape. I would too. I'm just kidding, I love Snape. Vincent Crabbe receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Harry Potter explores the arena. Terry Boot picks flowers. Cho Chang discovers a cave. Diego Kaplan questions his sanity. Susan Bones sprains her ankle while running away from Blaise. Ginny Weasley hunts for other tributes, and Fred hunts for other tributes. Wolf mutts are let loose again. Snape is crushed by a pack of wolf mutts. Ouch. Poor Snape. Harry Potter knocks Vincent Crabbe out and leaves him for the wolf mutts. Harry with 2 quick kills. Susan Bones survives. Diego Kaplan survives. Cedric is eaten by wolf mutts. He lasted longer than he did in the Tri-Wizard Tournament. Ginny Weasley survives. Terry Boot survives. Billy Zabini survives. Cho Chang knocks Fred Weasley out and leaves him for the Wolf Mutts. No, Cho! Okay. So 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Marcus Flint, Seamus Finnegan, Severus Snape, Vincent Crabbe, Cedric Diggory, and Fred Weasley. Cho Chang, Susan Bones, and Blaze Zabini sleep in shifts. Terry Boot receives clean water from an sponsor. Diego Kaplan thinks about winning, and Harry and Ginny huddle for warmth. Aww. Aww. Cho Chang chases Diego Kaplan. Ginny Weasley chases Terry Boot. Susan Bones accidentally steps on a landmine. Harry Potter discovers the river, and Blaze Zabini cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. So far left, we have Cho, Diego, Ginny, Terry, and Harry. Diego attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Terry begs for Ginny to kill him. She refuses, keeping Terry alive. Cho and Harry talk about the tributes still alive. That was probably a very awkward conversation. Harry collects fruit from a tree. Terry begs for Cho to kill him. She refuses, keeping Terry alive. Diego stalks Ginny. No one died. Hey, there we go. First one of the day. Cho attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Diego receives an explosive. Harry starts a fire. Wow, he successful. Good job. Terry looks at the night sky, and Ginny receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. I think it's probably good to know that they don't have any magic here. So that's fun. No! Cho Chang's trap kills Harry. Oh, Cho. Oh, she's not making any friends. Terry Boot thinks about home. Diego Kaplan and Ginny Weasley work together for the day. Diego destroys Terry Boot's supplies when he's asleep. Ginny thinks about home. Cho thinks about home. Yes! Yes! Terry Boot unknowingly eats toxic berries. Diego accidentally detonates a landmine. And the greatest result of this entire simulation. Ginny Weasley strangles Cho Chang for killing her man with a rope. There we go. And that is the final here in the Hunger Games. The winner is Ginny Weasley from District Number 2. So the way I'm looking at this, every district is a contender for the House Championship, I guess you can call it. So let's see which district did the best. So District 2, that is Gryffindor. They win the House Championship. Congratulations. The kills leader is Cho Chang. A whole bunch of 2s. She's far and away the kills leader. So the top 10 are Ginny Weasley, Cho Chang, Diego Kaplan, Terry Boot, Harry Potter, Blaze Zabini, Susan Bones, Fred Weasley, Cedric Diggory, and Vincent Crabbe. So if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos every Thursday here on Fluhr Fandom. My name is Tristan, and I thank you for watching.